Clasico. A big game, big encounter, two of the biggest clubs, well, at least one of the biggest clubs. Okay, jokes aside, both clubs are very big clubs and ultimately the two biggest in Spain. Matter of fact, both are at the top of La Liga this season. Yes, there are a few points that separate the two, but Barca, if they get something out of this game, can give Real Madrid a good title race. So we're doing this before the UCL matches which come up today and tomorrow. We're going to have to push that aside because El Clasico stands on its own, and this match can either be a boring draw or an exciting draw. This could be a 4-0 to Real Madrid, this could be a 4-0 to Barcelona, or this could just be a 2-1. Literally, this game can go either way. Barca can just show up out of nowhere. They can have the worst season ever and then destroy Real Madrid 4-0. But Barca this season have actually been alright. They're in the Champions League, they're in the quarterfinals, they're second in La Liga, and many of their fans were saying that this season in particular for them was one of the worst. From an outside perspective, you would think they're having one of the best seasons. Real Madrid have been complimented and have been told that they're having a good season. In my honest opinion, if we lose our Clasico, if we lose to Manchester City, then it was overall a very mid-season. We started good. If we ended bad, then it's a bad season. Do I think Barca can compete against Real Madrid and actually make a comeback and win a Liga this season? I highly doubt it. And Barcelona have actually shocked me this season with their youngsters, teenagers that they're bringing up. Sure, Real Madrid don't do that, and I'm actually happy that Real Madrid don't just bring up random teenagers because it can either make or break their careers. I like the way Real Madrid do things, using the experienced players, whereas Barca have brought up players like Lamine Yamal, Kubasi, if I'm saying his name correctly, and they have been actually good. Both of them are under 20, 16 and 17. Kubasi is actually good. I saw what he did against Kylian Mbappe, in which many were saying Mbappe would destroy him and Araujo, and they pocketed Mbappe. That is insane, and it actually makes me think about next season, because if Mbappe does join, he's gonna have to go up against them. And this actually makes me question Mbappe a bit, because I'm thinking Vinicius Jr. is better in 1v1 situations than Mbappe. But let's look at the past two encounters that Real Madrid faced against Barcelona. So, at the beginning of the season, Real Madrid faced them at their stadium. I don't know if that's the Camp Nou or not. It doesn't look as if it's the Camp Nou. But the Real Madrid against Barcelona were dominating that match, holding position for the entire game. They then scored from a mistake. Gundogan opened the scoring, and we thought, Barca are dominating the game, dominating position. This could be a very one-sided match. Bellingham stepped up. Jude Bellingham decided the game all on his own. Bellingham scored a stunner in the second half. One of the best goals I've seen in El Clasico. And then in the final 90th minute, he scores what some will say a tap-in. To me, a tap-in is still a goal. You can discredit it as much as you want. Bellingham rose to the occasion and won us the game by 2-1. The second encounter was a glorious one when it comes to Real Madrid, because Vinny had one of his greatest games this season. He scored a hat-trick. Bellingham broke the defense of Barcelona, and they were playing a very high line. Bellingham breaks the defense, passes a nice through ball in for Vinny Jr. He goes past the keeper, scores a beautiful goal. And then the second goal came again from their high line mistakes. Rodrigo gets the ball, squares it beautifully. I've never seen such a beautiful square pass before, and Rodrigo delivered it. Vinny with a beautiful tap-in. 2 goals for Vinny, 2-0 Real Madrid. At the end of the half, Vinicius gets a penalty and tucks it away. That's Vinny's first penalty that he ever scored for Real Madrid. Then Rodrigo second half scored 4-1. And that's why I say, this match can go either way. It can be a demolition, it can be a tight match. You never know what's gonna come with El Clasico. So when I think of a Barcelona star player, it's not Rafinha, it's not even Lewandowski. I think Barcelona's star player is 16-year-old Lamine Yamal. Have I been watching him much this season? No, I have not. but I've heard a lot of him. I've heard a lot of good things. People saying he's the next Messi. Listen, I'm not gonna just throw around words and stuff saying that he's the next Messi. I think that's insane. But further on, I think he's going to be a big player for Barca in that match. But do I think it's enough? Absolutely not. I think Real Madrid's biggest advantage is Vinny Jr. Vinny Jr., this guy, what a fantastic player. I was talking about him in the previous video, and I'm gonna sound like I'm glazing, but I'm thinking that this guy's the next or modern day version of one of the greats. I'm not gonna say it's the next Ronaldo because that's just why am I saying that? If you're looking for football on that level, Vinny Jr. delivers it. He's gonna go up against Ronaldo Araujo. People have been comparing them to and putting them against each other. Vinicius, I think, is miles above them, honestly. Listen, and one factor that I've noticed this season is that Barcelona are actually good away from home. What I mean by this is they beat Atletico Madrid at the Wanda Metropolitano. They didn't win it by 1-0, they didn't win it by 2-0, they won it by 3-0. Real Madrid never won at the Metropolitano for this entire season. Barca did it. So I'm thinking, this match is up at the Bernabeu. Can Barca surprise this team? They very well could. And I won't be surprised if they actually surprise Real Madrid. Because this will come from a Manchester City match. Listen, this is being recorded before the Manchester City match. So we don't know where Real Madrid come from this. They can either come positively from a victory, or it can be negatively from a defeat. Whatever way, Real Madrid need to bring their A game when it comes to this El Clasico match. And listen, when I'm talking about this match, I come from a casual perspective because I'm not a tactical. I'm not gonna say, well, Xavi plays this tactics and this tactics is going to beat Ancelotti. Because let me tell you something, El Clasico is one of the most unpredictable matches ever. And the thing about tacticals, these big YouTuber people who think they know about all the tactics, sure they do know all the tactics and stuff. But when it comes to matches like these, it just comes down to who wants it more, which team wants to win the match. That's what I think that El Clasico matches come down to. And for my prediction, I think it will be 2-0, honestly. I don't think Barcelona score, and I think the goals will come from Vinny Jr. and Rodrigo. And that's my prediction. What is your prediction? What do you think will go on in this match? But if you enjoyed, smash like, subscribe.